Answers.com. All right. Welcome, everybody. Ralph Havens here, autoimmuneanswers.com. And today, for your session, for your video session, something really cool came up yesterday, and then I forgot. I forgot to do something. And so I got up this morning and I did it. I had a very special request from someone I love very much that asked me for some help. Some problem that was happening, some kind of pain. And she doesn't tend to ask for stuff, but because she's usually doing very, very well. So I did my session this morning. And as I did it, it came up in a really cool way. And so I want to tell you about it and notice, have you guys check and see what you notice, what's different for you. So if you're watching live, or if you're watching later as the video, either on the podcast is When Doctors Don't Have Answers. You can find that anywhere you find podcasts. And the YouTube is Beyond Limits with Ralph Havens. You can find that on YouTube. Or if you're watching live right now on Facebook. So however you're getting this, go ahead and I encourage you to test something so that you can tell if something's different for you. So, by that I mean walk around. If you're used to my videos, I like to test things and then retest things because I like to see what changed for people right away. And then I also like to see what changed for people over the rest of the day and over the rest of the weeks and months, because I've gotten so many amazing emails back from people that had sessions, some of them very short, some of them video sessions, some of them one-on-one sessions with me. But later I find out all this other stuff that also changed for them. So I encourage you right now to test something that's real to you that you can test again, like how your neck moves, how your shoulders move, how your back moves. Walk around a little bit, see how you feel, see if there's any aches and pains. You can even put a note out there and ask to the universe, if something were to change for you today, what might that be? What would you like? What would you like? All right, so we're going to do a session today with one of my favorite little dudes here. I've had a lot of really cool things happen with this guy. When I first learned Matrix Energetics, I had been trying to do it for so long. Well, not that long, but for months. And I had been, my teacher, Kim Burnham, one of my great teachers and friends, was working with me. Every 3 months, she would come to our house and live with us for two weeks. So every 3 months she was with us, and she would work on our clients in San Diego. And she'd work on me and Jen, and it was great. It was amazing. And she kept telling us, just take Matrix Energetics. And she'd say, because it's mind-blowing fun. And she'd have a little twinkle in her eye. And this was somebody that talked science. I mean, she had her PhD in integrative medicine. She knew science. She researched science. She studied the journals. She was always telling us all the studies that she was finding. And she told us to take Matrix Energetics because it was mind-blowing fun. And I'm hoping that Richard Bartlett brings it back. He's kind of taken a little hiatus from it. It sounds like going a slightly different direction or a different direction. But it's been a most amazing thing. And I'm so grateful that I have asked God for guidance along the way, right from when I was a little kid even. And I've been led to some amazing teachers. And so when I was trying so hard to learn Matrix Energetics, I couldn't get it. I kept trying. I read the book. It made sense to me. I laughed, read the whole Matrix Energetics book, the first book, sitting at a coffee shop in San Diego in Pacific Beach, Java Jones. And I laughed and I had a great time. And I thought, oh yeah, this is true. This will really work. This healing kind of stuff could happen in an instant. And then I listened to the audio recordings of a bunch of interviews of Richard Bartlett back at that my teacher had given me, all these MP3s. I still have them on my computer, so, but I couldn't get it. It didn't work. It wasn't working like it said in the book. And then I finally took it at the Hotel del Coronado. And I ended up taking 5 days. I was going to only take 3 days, but miracles upon miracles. Kim Burnham and my wife and my office manager all conspired and got me back to the next part of the training. And so in a 1 week, I got 5 days of training, and I came back and it was so different. And before, when Kim showed up for that trip, she always gave us gifts. And so on the gift that she gave us on that day was this little guy, Yoda. I think we kind of look a lot alike if you look at us from behind, you know. Let's see. So she gave us Yoda, and I used to ask her, I said, you know, when am I going to get to do what you're doing? Because she was having these miracles that were beyond belief, even for me. And that was after studying a lot of medical intuitive work with her and some of the other teachers in that world. And she said, Ralph, you're already doing it. You just don't know it yet. And I'm like, God, you know, come on. But I took the class, and in the first day when they had us get up and do it, it worked. It was like, oh my God, it's easier than I've ever imagined. And so I went back to the clinic and had all these miracles show up. And if you heard some of my videos, you know, some of the things that I saw that have changed in an instant have been remarkable, impossible, stuff that doesn't happen, and then yet it happened. And so one of the first ones that happened was with, not first, but in the first few weeks or months, I was using this guy and helped a little guy that's about 2 years old. I'll put it in the description, because the grandma emailed me back after a few days and told me what happened. And then I kept following up with her, and he stayed good. He had a really significant problem, and in a session, it changed. And I didn't even know it changed then, except that I felt that it was different, but I didn't find out until days later when she called me, and then when she told me and emailed me. So I'll put that link in the description for all the places that will find it. But so I want to do that for you today, because one of the things, the secrets of matrix energetics, maybe, you know, who knows how it really works, is love and play. So my question would be, how might you do today with love and play? And if you were to love and play today, and I don't mean pretend to love and play or try to use some law of attraction, thinking about it like I'm going to think myself into loving and playing, or I'm going to do some positive thinking. If you were to not think at all, if you were to let go of any thinking and actually love and play right now, what might you notice? Yeah, so all right. So what you can do if you want, you don't have to do anything, right? But if you want to, you might retest things now. Like your neck, your back, your shoulders. You could walk around. You could notice what's different if you want. And then over the rest of the day, if you like, you can notice what's different today and since watching this video. And if you want to watch it again, you could notice. And if you share it, you might notice what happens. And if you share it a lot, you might notice what happens even more. So email me, message me, however you're getting this, find a way to let me know what's different. You know, years ago, when we first moved up here and we were living in our garage and we were about to start living outside, I had somebody call me, and he wanted a session. And so I was scrambling to figure out how to make this thing a business. And I had all sorts of ways to see me. And one was a very short session. So he was like, yeah, you know, I think I can do that money-wise. I think I can do that. So we were doing a session, and I was in my garage, and Jen and Ben, it was only Jen and Ben then. Baden hadn't come in yet. We're sleeping just right, like 10 feet away, but there was a little door, so I had that closed. And And we're going along, and he's telling me what he wants to change and stuff, and so I'm working on stuff, and I'm scribbling things out. And then I totally got that it was a psychic intrusion. A psychic intrusion. I just got it. It was like I knew it. And he was like, "Oh my God, I didn't tell you this." And then he told me a story of what he was really going through. And it made perfect sense. And then it became a really cool thing. And he actually helped me out a ton after that. I actually hired him to help build my a website that I was creating, helping getting some stuff done. And you can find it, ralphhavens.com. He did amazing work. And so I don't know why I'm telling that story, but if something were to change for you today, what might that be? And would you notice it? So go ahead and test what you notice and let me know. I'll put the link to the Grateful Grandma that started me on this whole thing with Yoda, and share this. If it helps you, if it works, if it does something cool, you can share it. And share it a lot. And of course, subscribe if you're on YouTube or on the podcast. And let me know. I feel this maybe, so anyway, I think that's a pretty good place to stop today. So if you want more stuff like this, you can go to ralphhavens.com/enlighten up. All right, everybody, have a great day. It's Saturday right now, so whatever day it is for you, have a great day. And let's get out there and love and play, huh? All right.